Chapter 14, 50, 1,730,000. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Oh, Chudu is lending me 150,000 immortal essence stones? Fang Yuan soon received Chudu's reply. Moreover, the amount Chudu was lending had slightly surpassed Fang Yuan's expectation. In Chudu's reply letter, he had written in euphemistic words. He talked about their pleasant past collaboration, then talked of how unexpected events and circumstances in life toyed with people and how their camps differed, which created an awkward situation. Moreover, lending 150,000 immortal essence stones was already his limit, and the time for returning it could be determined by Fang Yuan himself. Looks like Chudu still wants to continue collaborating with me. Reckless Savage's true meaning is tempting after all. This reply immediately let Fang Yuan know of Chudu's attitude and intention. Chudu was originally born a lone cultivator. Later, he went against Lu tribe and was accused of being in the demonic path. Now he had established Chu tribe and was in the righteous path, but by nature, he still prioritized his own benefits. So despite the high risks of collaborating with Fang Yuan, due to the huge profits, Chudu did not hesitate to take the risk, not only lending 150,000 immortal essence stones, but also personally writing a reply letter. This letter Gu might only be a mortal Gu, but its significance was not ordinary. If Fang Yuan took it out, it would be strong proof that Chudu was collaborating with the demonic path. But this was done intentionally by Chudu. He used this method to give Fang Yuan a hold on him, to express his sincerity in collaborating. And Fang Yuan felt the sincerity fully. I can continue to collaborate with Chudu. Of course, the calamity beckoning Gu I lent him before is also a strong foundation of collaboration between us. Fang Yuan was rather pleased. 150,000 immortal essence stones was already a high amount. Normally, a rank 6 Gu immortal would have at most 1,000 immortal essence stones as reserve. Rank 7. Gu immortals would have roughly 10,000. Most rank 7 Gu immortals usually had several thousands of immortal essence stones as their reserve. And at rank 8 level, having several tens of thousands in reserve was the minimum. They would often have over 100,000, and those senior rank 8s would even have 1,000,000. As for rank 9, their immortal essence stones would reach 10 million, or even 100 million. Of course, it depended on the Gu immortals' individual circumstances. As far as organizations were concerned, an ordinary superforce would have around 1,000,000 immortal essence stones in reserve. Wu Clan had such reserves, which is why in the Battle of the Dream Realm, Wu Yong did not hesitate to lend Fang Yuan 100,000 immortal essence stones. This was within the capability of Wu Clan. Of course, Wu Clan could lend much more, but Wu Yong thought this amount was enough for Fang Yuan to stabilize the immortal formation. And Chu tribe was a recently established superforce, although they had many Gu immortals. Most of them were of strength path and had few assets to themselves. According to Fang Yuan's estimate, it was good if Chu tribe had 600,000 immortal essence stones in reserve. And Chudu had lent 150,000 from this reserve of 600,000 immortal essence stones, and with no time limit to return it. His sincerity was truly high. There was no doubt that immortal essence stones was also a factor to weigh a Gu immortals in a force's strength. But it was not that the more money you saved, the better. Just piling up money without making use of it was like collecting dust. Storage of immortal essence stones followed the same logic. With Chudu's support, Fang Yuan's originally emptied immortal essence stone storage jumped to 150,000. But Fang Yuan was not satisfied. He continued to patiently wait for replies. He had not only sent the letter to Chudu, but also sent them to the 3 eccentrics of Crazed Demon Cave, as well as Miao Ming Shen of Eastern Sea, asking for immortal essence stones. The request for immortal essence stones was only one objective. Fang Yuan had another goal as well. It was to know their attitudes. Especially in this sensitive time when his Liu Guanyi identity was exposed. The replies of the 3 crazed demon eccentrics and Miao Ming Shen came almost at the same time. Both sides agreed to Fang Yuan's request, each lending a sum of immortal essence stones. The former gave 200,000 immortal essence stones, while the latter gave 100,000. The 3 crazed demon eccentrics' attitude towards Fang Yuan had gotten even more warm than before, with no issues regarding Fang Yuan's true identity. As far as these three were concerned, they did not care about the fight between the righteous path or demonic path. From their perspective, there was only limitless's true inheritance. They would acknowledge anyone that could help them achieve this desire. And the stronger Fang Yuan became, the higher their acknowledgement of him. As for Miao Mingshen, he had a pleasant interaction with Fang Yuan's other identity, Chu Ying. In the trading convention, Fang Yuan had taken the initiative to sell lifespan Gu to Miao Mingshen. This sharply elevated Fang Yuan's status to Miao Mingshen. Therefore, Miao Mingshen had specially written in the letter, his funds were quite tight recently, 100,000 was his current limit. But if it was not enough, he could borrow from his friends to aid Fang Yuan. Like this, Fang Yuan got 3 batches of immortal essence stones, the total amount reaching 450,000. Whether it be his previous life or currently, he had never possessed such an enormous sum of immortal essence stones. However, Fang Yuan did not stop borrowing. He then discussed with Langya Land Spirit and borrowed a sum of immortal essence stones, and also used his sect contribution points to exchange for another sum until it reached Langya Land Spirit's bottom line. I cannot exchange anymore. Although you have a lot of sect contribution points, the sect also needs to have some in reserve to prepare for any unexpected situations. Langya Land Spirit firmly refused. In these recent few years, because of his development plan for the Blessed Land, the rich foundation was being constantly expended. Adding on the previous time when Fang Yuan used large amounts of sect contribution points to exchange for immortal materials, as well as make Langya sect refine immortal Gu, Langya sect's foundation was further expended sharply. When Langya Land Spirit refused Fang Yuan, Langya sect had no more than 300,000 immortal essence stones left in reserve. Fang Yuan then asked Bai Ningbing. Bai Ningbing had inherited Baixiang Grotto Heaven. It should have had a huge immortal essence stone reserve. Among the Shadow Sect Gu immortals, Bai Ningbing was the richest, Heilu Lan was the poorest, and Ying Wuxi was similar. Although he had possessed Fairy Quibo's body, her immortal aperture and resources were all taken by Bai Ningbing as battle spoils. After Lady White Rabbit and Fairy Miao Yin heard of Fang Yuan's action, they took the initiative to lend some immortal essence stones, although the amount was rather small. Among all the lenders, Lady White Rabbit's terms were the most lax. She had even said, with a flushed face, that it would not matter even if Fang Yuan did not return the immortal essence stones. At second were Fairy Miao Yin and Chu Du, who did not put a limit on the time of return. The 3 crazed demon eccentrics wanted to make use of Fang Yuan, but their friendship was shallow after all, so they lent according to the market rate. Langya Land Spirit did the same. Among them, Miao Mingshen's time limit was the most lax. The harshest loan term was from Bai Ningbing. She mentioned a rather interesting condition. She could lend a large amount of immortal essence stones to Fang Yuan, but the more Fang Yuan borrowed, the higher the interest and shorter the return time. Fang Yuan then borrowed most of her immortal essence stones. After borrowing from here and there, Fang Yuan's immortal essence stones had reached an astonishing amount of over 1,730,000, a huge sum. This reserve had already surpassed what Chu tribe, Langya sect, and most of the super forces could take out. Among Gu immortals, almost no rank 6 and rank 7 Gu immortals had such capital. Even among rank 8 Gu immortals, only few possessed such capital. They were usually a long-time rank 8 experts with a reserve of more than 1 million immortal essence stones. Naturally, this was purely comparing quantity. The truly healthy form of assets was to maintain balance between income and expenditure. Fang Yuan might be holding this huge sum, but it was not his, he had only borrowed it. In an instant, Fang Yuan was deep in debt. However, he was not nervous at all. He was fully confident he could use these immortal essence stones to earn even more.